Well, an asylum seeker was killed and scores were injured when a violent protest ended with a breakout from an immigration detention camp run by Australia on the South Pacific island of Papua New Guinea. Now, according to the Australian Minister of Immigration, Scott Morrison, the asylum seeker died of head injuries on the way to the hospital. Now, the nationality of the disease is yet to be revealed.
Several dozen detainees.
A clash had broken out at the detention camp on Manus Island on Sunday night. According to reports, 13 people had suffered serious injuries in last night's clash, including 2 who are being transferred to Australia for treatment, 1 with a gunshot wound. Human rights groups claim that overcrowding at the detention centre had attributed to the clash, also resulting in mental stress amongst many of the detainees. Australian Minister of Immigration Scott Morrison countered these allegations, saying that the unrest broke out when a detainee attempted to break out.
Clearly, one at least saw the camera and made a gesture to it.
Speaking to reporters in Australia, Minister of Immigration Scott Morrison had this to say.
Well, the centre is built to ensure people remain safe within that centre, but we have built that complex in a way where people are most secure and most safe inside the centre. So if people choose to remove themselves from that centre, then they're obviously putting themselves at a place of much greater risk. And in an environment like that, where there is violent behaviour on the part of those who are breaching the perimeter fence and going out of the centre, then this is a disorderly environment in which there is always great risk. When there are people who are charged under Papua New Guinea law to maintain law and order in that situation. Now, if you behave in an unruly way and in a disorderly way, then you subject yourself to the response of law enforcement. Well, the centre is viable. The centre is operating this morning. People who have come to Australia illegally by boat will be processed offshore. There's no change to that policy, and the people who are in that centre will be processed in PNG according to PNG law. That's the policy. There's no change to the policy.
35 persons who managed to break free from the detention camp were apprehended last night. 8 illegals involved in Sunday's clash were arrested that night itself. Manus Island is one of 2 offshore processing camps in which asylum seekers are detained. There are 1,300 such camps in Manus Island. In 2012, Australia initiated a policy against boat people. Australia has also initiated a policy aimed as a deterrent, whereby those found to be genuine refugees will be settled in Papua New Guinea rather than Australia. On the 19th of July 2013, it was decided by Australia to direct all illegal boat arrivals to Nauru and Papua New Guinea.